we're Jack and Jack, and you're watching Real Time Rewind.
When you're like in a recording studio talking about things on the internet that don't really have anything to do with recording studios whatsoever, well, that's what we're doing on this week's episode of Real Time Rewind.
We're here at Flux Studios in Manhattan. This week's episode is Vine themed. We're gonna talk about music on the platform, artists who have blown up on the platform, and some of the music that's gotten popular through people sharing it. So pull up a seat and get ready for today's show.
Hey guys, go follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you haven't. My username is Cameron Dallas for both. All right, bye.
The big story on the Real Time charts this week comes from a guy named Cameron Dallas. Now, Cameron Dallas really isn't necessarily a musician. He's more of a huge social media personality who rose to fame on Vine and was recently in a movie called Expelled.
Expelled, Mrs. O'Neill.
What are we gonna do with him?
Now, Cameron Dallas has treated his fans to 20 days of Dallas, releasing a new video on his YouTube channel every day for 20 days. And on the 13th day, he released a music video to a song called She Bad that hit the top of the trending 140 the day it was released on April 19th. Cameron Dallas now becomes the latest social media star to dabble in music. There's Us the Duo, which is Vine's first major label signing.
You and I are better than forever. Nothing can stop.
There are friends and close confidants of Real Time Rewind, Jack and Jack, who have topped the trending 140 twice with Wildlife and Like That.
Yeah, I can slow it down.
And then last, there's Shawn Mendes, who topped the trending 140 with his breakout single Life of the Party, and then just last week topped the Billboard 200 with his debut album Handwritten. So everyone we've talked about until now has gotten big because they've built up a following around their music. But the other way through which music becomes popular on Vine is through the spreading of memes. Probably the most popular type of meme that spreads these songs around on Vine is through dancing. The first great example of this is a track called Watch Me by Salento, which hit number 8 on the trending 140. The next one you've probably heard of is a song called Nasty Freestyle by T-Wayne, which is blowing up right now. It's at number 43 on the Hot 100, and is expected to climb going into this week purely off of the popularity of this whip dance trend on Vine.
So this whip dance trend isn't exactly new. Just to give you an idea of what it's like, I brought in Billboard's resident dance expert, Jason Lipschitz. Jason, show him the whip dance. Maybe these Vine guys could do a little better.
Okay. Now watch me whip.
So that about wraps it up for today's episode. I'm William Gruger. You're an awesome audience. Catch me here next week on Real Time Rewind.